morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. All-party meeting urges UML to help conduct parliament business smoothly. UML leaders boycott the meeting called by Prime Minister Deuba. First Statute General Convention of UML begins today. 6,000 representatives expected to attend the convention. Passenger help desk set up in Okhaldunga. The desks to remain operational for 1 month. US urges China and Russia to join talks, proposes banning weapons in outer space. And Chennai Super Kings beat Sunrise Hyderabad to reach IPL playoffs. Faf2 Places scores 435 runs in this year's competition. And now the news in detail. An all-party meeting convened by Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba in a bid to end the parliament impasses has urged the main opposition party CPN-UML and its leader KP Sharma Oli to play constructive role in moving ahead the parliament session in a smooth and dignified manner. A report. Top leaders of all the parties represented in the parliament except the CPN-UML attended the meeting held at the Prime Minister's official residence in Palwatar yesterday. Prime Minister Deuba had called the all-party meeting at the request of National Assembly Chairperson Ganesh Prasad Timilsina to take initiative to end the parliament deadlock as the main opposition party, UML, has been obstructing the current parliament session since the commencement. The UML has expressed its dissatisfaction with the House of Representatives Speaker over some activities. Government spokesperson and Minister of Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Gyanendra Bahadur Karki said after the meeting that the main opposition party's absence has given rise to doubts whether it was trying to avoid talks and dialogues. Minister Karki said that Prime Minister Deuba in the meeting urged the UML chairperson Oli to take initiation for dialogue, consultation and consensus, stating that it would not be appropriate to obstruct the parliament business when 30 bills are under consideration in the House of Representatives and 27 bills under consideration in the National Assembly. The government spokesperson urged the main opposition not to impede the parliament meeting. The leaders were of the view that the main opposition should not obstruct the bills that are of public interest. A meeting of the Council of Ministers yesterday decided to promote Joint Secretary Gopal Prasad Sigdel to the post of Secretary. The cabinet meeting held at Prime Minister's official residence in Palwatar took a decision to this effect, informed the government spokesperson and Law Minister Gyanendra Bahadur Karki. Likewise, the cabinet decided to approve the Ministry of Industry, Commerce and Supplies to take part in the 12th Ministerial Level Conference of the World Trade Organization to be held in Geneva, Switzerland. Similarly, the meeting also approved Nepal's participation in the 89th General Assembly of Interpol. According to the Minister Karki, the cabinet meeting has approved temporary posts for different development projects run under various ministries. The first Statute General Convention of CPN-UML is all set to kick off today at Godavari Sunrise Conference Centre in Lalitpur. Approximately 6,000 representatives are expected to attend the conference. UML Chair and former Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli is scheduled to inaugurate the General Convention, said the Statute General Convention Main Management Committee at a press conference yesterday. Party Chair Oli and other party leaders are scheduled to address the inaugural session. In the closed session, Chairperson Oli will table the party's political proposal. General Secretary Ishwar Pokhrel will present the organizational proposal and Deputy General Secretary Vishnu Prasad Paudel will present the statute amendment proposal. On the second day, group discussions will take place and suggestions from group leaders will be collected. On third day, the convention will sort out the issues raised during group discussions. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 898 new cases of coronavirus across the country. The total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 795,061, while the number of active cases has dropped to 18,168. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 911 infected persons have tested negative from the disease in the country. Coronavirus claimed 12 more lives across the country, taking the death toll to 11,135. Nepal is currently among top 43 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 44.31 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 33.76 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 234.53 million people across the world and claimed over 4.79 million lives. A passenger help desk has been set up in Okaldunga to facilitate passengers during the festive season. The district police office has set up a passenger help desk as passengers have been faced difficulties while entering and leaving the district during the festive season. A help desk has been set up at Zero Point in Siddhicharan Municipality, Ward number 11 from yesterday. Help desk is usually set up during this period, especially to check the overcharging of ticket fares by transport entrepreneurs and also to ensure that the vehicles do not carry passengers beyond their capacity.
यातायात व्यवसायीहरूले समेत झेल्नुपर्ने विभिन्न प्रकारका समस्याहरू कठिनाइहरूलाई दृष्टिगत गरेर त्यो अवस्थामा हुन सक्ने कुनै पनि घटनाहरू अथवा कुनै पनि समस्याहरूलाई सम्बोधन गर्नका लागि हामीले यस ओखलढुङ्गा जिल्लाको यस नगरपालिकाको यो रमाइलो डाँडाबाट यात्रु सहायता कक्ष आजदेखि हामी औपचारिक रूपमा सुरुवात गर्दैछौँ।
Police will be mobilized 24 hours a day in a help desk. Passengers are free to note any complaints during their journey at the help desk, which will be operation for the next 1 month. And now the news from Economic Front. The Federation of Nepalese Chambers of Commerce and Industry has urged all the businesses under the chamber to support an ongoing National Census 2021. The 12th National Census is currently underway to determine the country's population as well as vital data related to economic and social conditions of the country. During the census, data related to the country's economy, labor market, access to banks and financial institutions, among others, will be collected at the ground level. The FNCCI believes that the data obtained from the census will be vital for analyzing various aspects and challenges of the economy. Therefore, it has urged all the business enterprises to provide factual data to the enumerators during the census. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. The United States has been urged to join China and Russia for talks on IN. In a speech to the United Nations Conference in Geneva on Tuesday, urged the US to stop being a stumbling block. Beijing and Moscow first unveiled the Treaty on the Prevention of the Placement of Weapons in Outer Space and of the Threat or Use of Force Against Outer Space Objects in 2008, but the move was greeted with skepticism in Washington, which feared it was part of a coordinated effort to develop advanced space capabilities. According to the proposed treaty, signatories should promise not to place weapons or threaten or use force in outer space, avoiding any activities that are inconsistent with the purpose of the treaty. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Three-time winners Chennai Super Kings became the first team to reach the season's Indian Premier League playoffs with a 6-wicket win over bottom side Sunriser Hyderabad. Chasing 135, Chennai's Faf du Plessis 41 and Ruturaj Gaikwad 45 put on 75 before they slipped to 108 for Ambati Rayudu and MS Dhoni then added 31 as CSK won with 2 balls remaining. Sunrisers made 134-7 with Riddhiman Saha making 44 and Josh Hazlewood taking IPL best figures of 3-24. One more win from Chennai's final 3 games would now guarantee a place in the qualifier on Sunday, 10 October and a chance to reach the final on 15 October. If they lose that game, they will have another chance in the second qualifier on 13 October. Sunrisers, who are coached by England's 50-over World Cup winning coach Trevor Bayliss, remain bottom of the table and have now just picked up 2 wins from the 11 games. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. All-party meeting urges UML to help conduct parliament business smoothly. UML leaders boycott the meeting called by Prime Minister Deuba. First Statute General Convention of UML begins today. 6,000 representatives expected to attend the convention. Passenger help desk set up in Okaldunga, the desks to remain operational for 1 month. US urges China and Russia to join talks, proposes banning weapons in outer space. And Chennai Super Kings beat Sunrisers Hyderabad to reach IPL playoffs. Faf Places scores 435 runs in this year's competition. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.